I deal with a lot of CISOs who are frustrated because they can't necessarily obtain budgets from their board. And they have to report to their board more and more. So it's a hard seat to sit into the CISO to this day, you know. I don't know if I want to do it.
Talking about that a lot.
Okay. No, but when they try to go and get a necessary budget to deal with things, you know, that's CISOs come to me and say, Laura, how do I present this to the board of directors in a way that I can attract their attention and as such an investment in our security posture? And one of the things I said was, did you really look at the business risk? Because people don't understand, in IT security, we're risk managers, just like an insurer.
Oh my gosh, you just nailed it. And I'm going to let you finish that point, but I'm going to come back to that because I want to talk to you about the generations of security leadership.
That's right. So it's risk management. So what's the business risk? The business risk is your company has 4 factories. If it gets out into the newspapers tomorrow morning that your factories are all shut down because of a cyber attack and that you're not producing, what does that do to your stock price? And is it a permanent downshift or is it a temporary one? So the business risk, even though, you know, you're saying that even if you're out of the $1,000, right, that could be a $5 billion hit for the value of a company, or a $50 billion hit. And what are they talking about saving? $1 million worth of IT security infrastructure to expose the company to what could be billions of dollars of risk. So, you know, they got it. But the problem is that CISOs don't necessarily go to school to be taught. Yes, we did. To present to a board of directors in their language, hey guys, you know what this really is? I'm not here to scare the hell out of you, but I am here to scare the hell out of you because I need the money to invest in my, I guess, self-serving, secure offices in the game of taking that money, right? So I'm rather first to say that, right?
So you think about 1995, let's call that the start of Gen 1 of security leadership.
Yeah.
Steve Katz was brought in to solve a technical problem. But Steve Katz was not the most technical person, you know, by his own admission, right? That was not necessarily what his thing was, but he was brought in to solve a technical problem. So Gen 1, and I'll call the generation 10 years, Gen 2, you had become business alive. So now you got to be business focused. You got to be business minded. No different than the way CIOs went, right? They went from technical to hiring business people to be CIOs, right? People who had more of a financial background, who understood business, right? So we had to understand business. So now Gen 3, 2005 to 2015 to 2024. We're now in Gen 3. We are now risk managers. But we can't get rid of the technical or the business. We now have to couple that with the risk management. So we have to be all 3 things. But now we are Gen 4.